Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It's Francesco here. So what we're going to do in this video is actually take a look at my Evernote shortcuts and specifically some of the calendars that I've mentioned a couple of times on social media. Now I've been getting a lot of questions regarding these calendars, how they're used and how you could potentially set them up in your routine. Just before we get started, if you're new to this channel and you haven't yet subscribed or you are looking to subscribe as you've been seeing a couple of bits of my content about, then please do subscribe. I put out regular videos about productivity apps, resources, and also other applications that you could be using across your day. Now I put out 3 a week, so it's definitely worth hitting that subscription button if you haven't already. So jumping back into the video, over on the left hand side, this is where I store all of my shortcuts on the Mac. Now I have this available on my iPhone and I love the new iOS shortcut screen. It's a really great way for me to access this. So at the top of this list I have Inbox. Now Inbox is a place where I can actually dump a lot of items that I haven't yet organised. It's very similar to an email inbox. I set this as my default notebook, and then when I forward emails or I actually clip them from the web clipper, I can actually put all of the items here, whether they're web pages or emails or whatever they are. I'm able to have them there, and it's an efficient way for me to organise them for later. Now going down, what the sort of bread and butter of this conversation will be is about this calendar tactic. So I have a few calendars here. I have a total of 5 calendars. They're all nestled inside of a notebook called Pipelines 2017. Now the Pipelines 2017 is inside my resources section, which is a stack that I have. It's a third stack in. If you haven't seen my setup video, I'll include that in the description or it'll pop up on the screen. But that's how I set everything up, so it will appear in that if you follow my setup. Now jumping into the editorial one, now this is very simple. So I use my Evernote a lot for my YouTube, my blogging, my university work. So my editorial calendar is basically like a long pipeline of a 4 column table, which basically allows me to plot what I've got coming up next and exactly what I've done. Now this is great because I can access this on mobile and I can access this on web quite easily. I can jump in, this pipeline allows me to update my latest work, and it really does save me a lot of time. Now I do this for Medium as well, so over on Medium I've got the blogs that are coming out in future weeks, and I also have a university one. Now the university one's a slightly different one. I've talked about this a few times in a couple of comments, and it's a great way for me to see every result that I've got or every bit of progress that I'm making, but all in a glance, like a bird's eye view. The editorial calendar and the Medium calendar are both this as well, so it's able to see what projects I'm going to be having on in the future and some exciting stuff like that. Now jumping down to the email calendar, this is all the emails I'm going to be coming out in the future on my email newsletter and any guest interactions that I have going there. I also have a useful info section there too. Now as you can imagine, this is ever evolving, but the pipelines idea has actually been something that has boosted my productivity. One of the things I was panicking about in the last Q4 of last year, I was actually panicking that I wasn't being organized in my system. So if you wanted, you could apply this to your work schedule or even like a rota, for example, if you work on like themes on your day, so if you do like content on one day and outreach on another day, then this is a great way to create a rota. Once you create that rota in a table, you can then like pin that there and have that for later. So it could be a good way there. You've also got other items as well. So if you're thinking about like future family events or a wedding or something like that, then you can actually have a calendar for that. Now these aren't technically calendars, but because they include dates and like rigid pipeline version of dates, then I actually add that name in and it helps me find them easier. If I had them as editorial, I don't think I'd be able to find them as fast. Now one of the issues I'm having at the moment with this is when I view this on mobile, Evernote's obviously going through a few bugs at the moment, so the actual table mapping, the actual like formatting of it is slightly off, but that's not too much of a problem. But I can tell you this has saved me a lot of time. You can be applying it to different things you're doing, whether it's a side project, whether it's your work as a business, or whether it's actually like potential clients or anything like that. It's a great way to organize yourself as a sort of go-to reference tool. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll include all of the information in the description. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you like this video, just hit the like button. It's great to do that every now and then. And if you haven't commented as well, let me know what setup you have in your shortcuts inside of Evernote. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this short video. I'm looking forward to putting out more content as usual, so make sure to have a great week, keep productive, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Cheers.